Hey there gamers, this is Frags the Blasian Gamer, giving you a quick update on the state of the channel. If you follow me on Twitter, then you would have known that I am contemplating starting a new Let's Play video series. It's a coin toss between RimWorld and Hearts of Iron 4. I plan to do a new Let's Play series this coming week actually. So between RimWorld and Hearts of Iron 4. Actually, RimWorld is a early access game. It's a colony management sim thing. I consider it as a strategy game as well. The problem with RimWorld is that at first I was thinking about doing an early look and impressions of a preview of sorts. But the problem with games like RimWorld is that to get a good idea of what that game is about, you've got to see, you've got to feel it, you've got to play it and experience it, then you understand what RimWorld is about. Which is why for a game like RimWorld, a Let's Play is just the perfect format for it. And doing a Let's Play of RimWorld would take a lot of time because it is quite a slow paced game, although there is you can speed up the timer, but still it takes a lot to learn. As well, I haven't actually figured out certain things as well in the game, which I hope to learn as I play the game, as well as off the game. I'll just learn, do a bit of reading about how to do those electric wirings and stuff like that. I like powering your colony buildings and stuff. That's something that I haven't figured out. And the other game, of course, is Hearts of Iron 4. That's a game that's already released. RimWorld is still early access and Hearts of Iron 4 has been released. I did a first impression video of Hearts of Iron 4, but I've always wanted to go back to that game. Now, here's the funny thing about Hearts of Iron 4, right? If you consider Stellaris and Total War Warhammer, these are two games that when I started focusing on my YouTube and on this channel and a new direction. These are the first two early games that I played. In fact, I think Stellaris was one of the first, if not the first itself. And I look at my Steam library and I compare the time I played. Believe it or not, I played more Hearts of Iron 4 than these two games, you know. So I mean, that just tells you how much I actually enjoyed Hearts of Iron 4 and the experience. Although I focus a lot on the Spanish Civil War, and the Spanish Civil War actually just contained the conflict in just one single peninsula, the Iberian Peninsula, which is not really a peninsula, I suppose. It is a peninsula, but everything was it was a land-based warfare. And if I want to get into Hearts of Iron 4, then for instance, if I wanted to play as Japan, then I have to figure out how to do naval invasions, and that's something I haven't quite figured out yet, and it is quite intimidating to consider actually all the island hopping that I have to do, and how do I actually ship those troops into troop transports and set those offensive plans. I have no idea. I think it's quite simple in Hearts of Iron 4 if I'm not mistaken. But I would have to do some research first before actually jumping into Hearts of Iron 4, which actually puts it at a disadvantage. I actually might just start RimWorld actually. But actually, even if those two games are not in consideration, I am actually starting a new Let's Play series for a game called Warhammer Quest. This is of course in following my Warhammer theme to this channel, Warhammer Focus. Warhammer Quest is a tactical strategy game. I believe it came out early 2015. It was quite a promising title. It's quite good. It's simple and fun, and I believe I have the digital deluxe version, and it's something that I can do quite often actually, because of the way the game is structured. It's basically a dungeon crawler where you just continue doing, I don't know whether there's an end. I'm sure there is sort of like quest, and there must be an end to the game, so I'm not sure about that. But what I know is that you go into dungeon 1, dungeon 2, dungeon. Each dungeon has a end of the dungeon sort of engagement with a boss or something, and you earn loot after that, and you continue on going to dungeons and continue on and on. Those encounters, I believe, are not very long. So I can do really quick videos on that, maybe 15-20 minutes max, maybe even 10 minutes, I don't know. So maybe I would focus one video on one particular dungeon and then continue on that way. I can do multiple of those videos, quite a lot in one single session playing the game. So that's something I can produce quite regularly throughout the week, as well as not throughout the week, throughout the following week, throughout the month and stuff. So Warhammer Quest is confirmed. I'm going to do Warhammer Quest. I am leaning towards the RimWorld. I might just play RimWorld tomorrow actually. It's been a busy month, you know. I think August is going to be super busy as well, so I need to make the most of my time, because you may not know, I actually do all my Let's Plays when I come back from work, and I sit down like 11 or 10 or even midnight doing the Let's Plays, and then cutting the videos and publishing them on YouTube. And it's pretty damn tiring, because I sleep late and I get up early to go to work. Like, my work is like, what is it, 15-20 kilometers away from my home. It's quite far in KL. I don't live in KL, so I live in quite far away actually. So yeah, speaking about time and using time to my best ability, right? Maximizing the time that I have to doing fruitful things. Something that I wanted to comment about is No Man's Sky. You know, No Man's Sky was released on the PC today or yesterday, I don't know, depending on exactly when you're watching this video. And there's a lot of issue with the PC port. The PS4 game itself, a lot of people are sort of, it's 50-50, you know. Some people love it, some people hate it, because of just, it's a chill exploration game, you know. And a lot of people went in expecting it to be something else perhaps. And on the PC, the game, or a port, whatever you want to call it, the port is absolute utter mess. It runs terribly, it crashes non-stop for a lot of people. A lot of people are not able to play the game, and people with beefy machines run at pathetic frame rates. So that is an issue. My point is that I think Hello Games and Sony, when marketing the game, they just put on way too much hype. They hype the game until they set lofty expectations on the game. I think a lot of people had an idea of what the game was about, and yeah, disappointment would be quite high when such a game released, you know, because it's just hype to Kingdom Come. And I feel that actually what's surprising is that a lot of mainstream media, unfortunately, they sort of, you know, ran with the hype train, you know. A lot of the write-ups and stuff, you know, they were just playing on that hype as well. They lapped it up, you know. They lapped up the 16 quintillion planets or whatever, you know. They lapped everything up and they spread the hype train together, and you know, they are partly to be blamed in this thing, because the game doesn't live up to that hype. It doesn't live up to that expectations that all this marketing from Sony and Hello Games, you know, maybe not marketing so much, but what they've said, they have been quite shifty and not very clear on things like, is the game an online game or a multiplayer game, or do you meet other players, or do you see other players? You know, we don't know actually, and they've not been super clear about it. Although Sean Murray, I believe his name, he said that the game was a single player game, and I think that itself disappointed a lot of people. And that is at the release of the game. Not even today, if I do a quick search on the net, people are still arguing about, is there a multiplayer, or will there eventually be multiplayer, or is this just completely single? Nobody freaking knows, and that's a problem, you know. And yeah, what I didn't want to talk about, my comment about that, but what I wanted to talk about is the news videos. You know, I love to do news videos. Obviously there are advantages to doing videos about commentaries such as that, but as I said, I don't have the time to do it. You know, to me, to cut, to speak about it, to write a script and speak about it and cut videos would take 2-3 hours or 2 hours, and no, more than 2 hours actually. Yeah, 2.5 hours or something like that. And that just, I think, wouldn't be me using my time properly. I think these days I just prefer to just shout out on Twitter or even on Facebook to you guys, you know, tell you, hey, what I think about this new release, or comment about piracy, or whatever it is, you know. I want to comment about something, a news or something. I rather get directly to you, not in the form of video nicely produced and stuff, but really quick. I just want to type out what I think, and tell you what I think about it. And I think Twitter and definitely Facebook, I think more than does its job well in that, and I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put the news commentary thing on a hiatus a little bit. I want to focus on Warhammer games, strategy games, and more, as in first impressions of all types of games and let's plays of Warhammer and strategy games in particular. The news and commentary thing will take a back seat because I just don't have time to juggle all the different video production things, and my work as well. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys. A new let's play series is coming, two perhaps is coming in the following week. And news and commentary, you know what, follow me on Twitter, the links to my Twitter handle below this video, and of course like me on Facebook, and then visit the Facebook page for Malaysian Gamer, and I will post comments though more often. I know that I've been posting mostly of my videos, but I will be more conversational with you guys, I promise, on Facebook. I think that's something that you like, and that's something I see in the reaction and the engagement with those posts. So it's something that I definitely will do. And no Pokemon Go let's play or anything like that. So thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate all the subs that I've been getting, and I really hope that you guys enjoy the video, and I hope that you'll enjoy the upcoming new videos as well. If you have any feedback, sound off in the comments below. And as always, this is Frags, the Malaysian Gamer. Have a fragtastic week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.